All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 4 of our Legacy Launch Academy course. I was like 4, right? And then y'all went 4, and I was like, okay, it is 4. Why do I keep mixing that up? I don't know. Welcome to day 4 of our academy. Super excited for you guys. It was fun being able to see everybody's stories yesterday. You all put a lot of effort into them. I could see you were playing around with stickers and polls and slide bars and all the things. So it was just super fun to go through and see everybody's stories and see how some of y'all built on each other too. So kind of like Kristen touched on yesterday, give your little testimonial, give the science behind it, and then ways that you can get going or however you decided to do it. I loved seeing everybody's stories that they built up. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about belief. And I think that belief is such a huge part of what we do. It's what creates that excitement and that charisma behind your voice and your tone when you are talking to people. It really is the belief in in the products, belief in yourself, and belief in what you have to offer people. So here's one thing that I want to talk about is, okay, so first of all, we're going to have you join a group today called Gut Health and Happiness and Beyond. Okay. In this group, because you're going to need to pull one of those. Is that today's? That is today's. No, that was yesterday's. That's tomorrow's. Okay. I was like, wait a second, I'm mixing up my days. That's tomorrow's. So when you join this group, what I love about this group, and you can get a head start on it now if you want to, because there's a little sneak peek into tomorrow, is you're going to join a group called Gut Health, Happiness, and Beyond. Although we will drop the link tomorrow if you can't find it or if you're not in there already. But anyways, when you join this group, this is basically a testimonial group full of people who have shown how the products have helped them, how they've helped with their migraines, their stomach issues, their anxiety and depression, their skin, eczema, greasy, hair that's falling out, you name it, pregnancy, like you name it, there is a testimonial for it in that group. And so I love that group because it's really showing how these products are changing people's lives. So you can get in there, play around with it, look around, type in some different symptoms, see what pops up, whatever. But my point of this is that when you go through there, you are going to see stories of people whose lives were changed. People who, their marriages were able to be saved because they felt sick and they felt gross and they were not confident and they didn't have any energy and they didn't have that, oomph to really just make their marriage work, and their marriages were saved. That's a huge thing. You've got moms who are able to oh my gosh, I'm finally able to be the mom that I wanted to be because I didn't have the energy, or I felt sick, or I didn't want to take my kids out to eat because my stomach was in knots every time I ate. And so now I get to be the mom that I want to be. And my kids, we're just a better family unit because of it. I was able to actually take this job because now I'm, not battling fibromyalgia every day, whatever it is, there is real life change happening because of people finding freedom in their health, addressing the gut, addressing inflammation, blood sugar imbalance, all of those things. So because of what our products have been able to do, people's quality of life is absolutely improving every single day. So if that group does not build your belief in the products, I don't know what will. So what I love about this is when we have people getting started, they'll be like, oh my gosh, I will share absolutely about this as long as it's something that I can be passionate about and get behind. Well, let me tell you right now, what they're saying is I need to be able to believe in it. I need to have full belief. That's what they're saying. When people are like, well, I just want to make sure that I have my own results, they want to have belief in what the products can do. So the great news about what we do is that, Kristen may have started for blood sugar issues, and I may have started for, weight loss, and we may have totally different symptoms. So if Kristen, if I'm waiting to share with Kristen until I lose weight, but she doesn't need to lose weight, she's just got something else going on, and I'm not educating people about this new gut health thing that I'm doing, so they start educating themselves on gut health. She finds that could help with blood sugar issues, and she's able to get started and get working on those symptoms sooner instead of me waiting for me to get a weight loss story, right? She wouldn't relate to that. So I love it because we're able to share with multiple people, and that group right there shows you all of these people. And these are people in our team. This isn't just, randos all over, halfway across the world that we don't know. These are people within our team that many of us have been able to talk to, be friends with, have retreats with, whatever, that are seeing real life change. So when you say things like, or when somebody is saying to you things like, well, I just want to make sure that I believe in it. I want to make sure I'm passionate about it. Add them to this group, because this group really is a belief building group. And I'm with you. I want to be a million percent authentic and genuine in what I'm doing and what I'm sharing. And so I love that this shows me that I can educate people on, hey, here's some testimonials, or hey, here's some things that people have been experiencing. Hey, Sarah, I was just coming across this today. And I remember the other day you said that you were struggling with migraines, and I wanted to send this to you because this girl was struggling with migraines too. So that's just a really good opportunity for you to be able to dig in there, really build your belief in the products. The other thing is belief in yourself. Okay. Belief in yourself can be really hard, especially if you're at the beginning of your product journey and you are, still feeling kind of that sluggish or whatever, or you're in the middle of detox and you're like, I don't know, I don't feel so great right now, whatever. If you're in the beginning of that, that's fine. But a lot of us struggle with belief in ourselves. Even people that seem to have it all together struggle with belief in themselves, belief in their leadership, belief in their role in their families, belief in what they have to offer, belief in the value that they can provide others around them. Like there's a lot of people that struggle with that belief in themselves, belief that they can do things bigger than they can dream of, belief that they can do things that, are outside of the scope. Okay, there's a hummingbird right outside my window and I'm obsessed with hummingbirds. So I'm getting really excited this second. Sorry. Belief in what they have to offer others, right? So my point is, if this is something that you're struggling with, please know this is normal. This is not normal, but it's common. It's something that everybody struggles with. Everybody can overcome. And it does just take very specific things to overcome these things. So when you're talking about belief, write down affirmations. Think about the person that you want to be. Think about people that you emulate and things that you look up to in those people, and write these things down. So start just calling out those things as if they are. I am a strong leader. I attract strong leaders. I know how to pour into people effectively. I am a good listener. I, have full belief in what I have to offer. I am a strong speaker. All of these different things, even if it feels like it has to be physical, I have a beautiful smile, just so you gain confidence in there, like whatever you have to do to build that confidence and it's not lying to yourself. That's not what this is. This is something that you all have leadership skills inside of you. Everybody has strong speaking skills inside of them. Everybody has kindness inside of them. Everybody has compassion inside. All of these things are from the Lord, and He put these things in you, right? So it's basically shutting out the noise of the enemy around us that's trying to tell us that we're less than anything that God created us to be, and thinking on those things that God calls us worthy and loved and valued and cherished and, strong and all of these things. So start calling those things out of you. And then when you say them out loud, this is biblical and scientific. There's power in your words and power in your tongue. So the more that you speak belief into existence, the more your brain goes to work for you to make those things come true. So if you say, I am a strong leader, your brain is start believing that you're a strong leader. You're going to be attracted to things that help you be a stronger leader, that are going to help you grow in that area. You're going to start operating as a strong leader. You're going to start attracting other strong leaders, right? So see how this happens is like your brain is going to go to work looking for things to prove to yourself that you are a strong leader. You will now be on the lookout for it. So the more that you speak those things out loud, say those things, don't just think them, right? If you keep them in your brain, then they're not going anywhere. You have to get them out loud, say them out loud. So affirmations are a huge thing that you can do every single day to build that belief in yourself. Also, write down things that you're grateful for, and write down things that you've done in the past that you can be really proud of yourself for, if you need to build that belief. So not even just about who will you be in the future, but who have you been in the past that you've been proud of, that you can, call on when you need that like strength in your day or whatever. So write those things down and recognize who you are and who God made you to be, and start speaking that into existence. So I say this to say, belief is a huge component of the work that we do. And I know that this is like, what are we talking about? I thought this was a course where I was just going to learn like the little steps every day. Yes, that's this, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to hear this 8 million times from all of our leadership. And I'm going to repeat it to you right now. This business is 80% mindset and 20% skill set. So yes, you are learning the skills, but I only find it appropriate that we start addressing mindset right off the gun, so that once you start running and once your team starts growing and developing, you're operating as a strong leader with strong belief, and you've already started working on those things. Is it going to happen overnight? Maybe not. It might take some time for you to start believing those things in real, actual life, and to start operating in those things. But the more that you keep speaking those things into existence, the more that you're going to find that you are a strong leader and you're operating a really healthy business. Okay. So again, I just felt it's so appropriate to start addressing the mindset earlier, because again, 80% mindset, 20% skill set. So most of the time I will say, if there is something that is like you're finding a wedge somewhere, or like you're stuck in your business somewhere or whatever, most of the time it's some kind of mindset issue that you need to overcome. Talk to your sponsor, and they would love, we love doing this. It's like probably one of the best things that we get to do is helping coach people through mind blocks. What are you believing about yourself that is stopping you from doing this thing that's uncomfortable or whatever, and helping you break through those things. And there's so much freedom on the other side of those obstacles. So if you can just really push through those things and work with be very bold and be very authentic with your sponsor, so that they know exactly what you're struggling with in your mind, so they can help you address it. You've got a layer of accountability. You've got a third pair of eyes, a second pair of eyes. I don't know. I guess you're in a three-way chat. So you have three pairs of eyes. You got three pairs of eyes that are all able to kind of help you see blind spots, maybe different things that you're like, I don't know, like, what am I struggling with? What am I lacking? Where are you hearing disbelief in my tone, or however that comes across? Like, use those chats to talk through what you are experiencing in your head, as well as what you're experiencing in your messages and in your business. Okay. All right. So we touched on belief. Let's look at our day 4 tasks for today. All right. Day 4. Let's see. I want to make this big. It drives me crazy that it doesn't let me make it. There we go. All right. Day 4 checklist. Zoom meeting, video recording. You got that. Put up a gut health educational post. Great news is we already have written one for you. So it's so easy. All you have to do is copy, paste, change a few things in there to make it more sound like your voice. If you don't say holy moly, and people know that you always say, oh my goodness, change that. Like, silly things like that make a difference, so that people know that they have trust in what you're saying. Use this as a template and some framework for what you could say. Obviously, the thing in quotes is, an actual quote from the article that is listed in here. So changing that would be kind of silly, but the rest of it around it, change it up to kind of be your voice, so that your friends recognize your voice. So what you're doing is you're basically posting a piece of this article, referencing the article. We like to do, show that there is other people out there with this research. We're not just making things up. Like, these are scientific studies that are done. So post this here. And there is a graphic that we're going to also drop into the chat, so you can post it with the graphic. If you would rather not use the graphic and you want to use another selfie of you with your pink drink or whatever, you are welcome to do that. This just gives you an idea of something that you could post. I think if it was me, what I would do is I'd probably post my face so that people see my face, and then say, peep the graphic in the comments, for more information or whatever, and then maybe post it in the comments. It is totally up to you how you want to go about doing this. But what you're doing is you are educating your audience on the importance of gut health. So this isn't even like a take my word for it, or, I don't have results, or what. It's none. This is literally just scientific information about gut health. Whether they use Plexus products or decide to just look deeper into it, this is really valuable information for them. Okay. So, I'm not going to read that to you because it's long, and you can kind of read it through yourself and see what you want to change. So at the very end, if you could use some gut balancing products in your life, hit me up. I'd love to give you the hookup. Okay. That's a really good ending there. You could also just say, like, who wants to jump in and, do this with me? You could say something like, I've got one of my favorites is I've got a $10 off coupon for anyone that wants to join me this month. We do have a coupon and we can pass you on that code. Anything like that, like anybody that wants to do this with me, I got $10 off for you. However you want to word it at the end. Basically you just need some type of call to action like she has here. Hit me up. I want to give you the hookup. Like message me if you want more information on what I'm doing to address my gut issues. However, again, we are reaching out to 5 new people from your list. Okay, 5 new people. Again, we did this yesterday. We upped it to 5. I would be interested to hear in the chat, in our chat, if any of you have started any conversations with your sponsor yet, opened up any 3-way chats. If you have not, maybe ask your sponsor, send them some screenshots of what you've been sending, and maybe they can help you tweak some things to get more response. But like Kristen said the other day, the important thing here is you're just trying to start conversations about Plexus. We're not necessarily trying to make a sale today. We're not trying to do any of that stuff. We're just trying to have a conversation. We're trying to have this gut health conversation and how you can help others. Okay. We're just starting conversations. We're not throwing a solution at people and then helping them find a problem that matches it. We're giving them the information that we know. We're going to start conversations. We're going to ask a lot of questions, get to know them and what they are struggling with. And then we will find a solution, right, for them and offer that up to them. That's what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to start healthy conversations. And then be active on social media, again, with a personal post and another in your stories as well. The great news is if you post this post on social media, this gut health educational post, you can actually send it right to your story. So that's super easy. You don't have to put it, like create it again in your stories. You can send it right to your stories. So that's kind of nice. One thing that you could do is in your stories, you could take that graphic and post the graphic and then have a link to the article in there. If they want to read, hey, want to read more, check out this link and link the article. In stickers, you can see the link there. You just input the link, super easy. And then again, another call to action, maybe on the next page, have a selfie of you. Hey, y'all, do you want to, if you could use some gut health balancing products, let me know, and have a slide bar or something like that. So again, we're still using those stories and building on those stories, but reminder, we don't want to be a walking billboard for Plexus, and that's all that people know about us anymore. You've got to keep those personal stories going. So if you posted a story yesterday and you haven't posted any personal stuff since then, post some personal stories first and then do your Plexus one and post a few more personal stories. You don't want people to get bored. They're like commercial, 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 because it can feel that way, right? Or if you've got a lot of personal stuff sprinkled with Plexus, they're like, oh, here's some stuff that they're adding in that maybe I could benefit from. So add this to your stories, add it to your wall, reach out to 5 new people. If you've not started any conversations yet, reach out to your sponsor today and ask them what advice they have to help you get some more conversations going. And if you have had some chats opened up, drop that number into the chat. I want to hear how that's going. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to love on each other and help everybody get moving, get this train moving a little bit. Again, we are all pretty new to this. We're just getting started. If this is your first time in here, we're just getting started. And so don't freak out if nothing is moving yet. This is just educating your audience and letting them know something that's important to you and getting them started in your journey ahead of time along with you. So Kristen, anything you want to add?
No, I think you hit it all.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for everybody that is for everyone that's catching up later. And then if you are live, we'll go ahead and open it up for questions.